the only, the entertainer, the super, no, not yet, almost.
1 or 2.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh! There it is.
1 second, 1 second. Come on. I see a 1. Is it 1 minute or 1 second?
Radio gave if he wants me in my position or in the wall.
All right, here he is. The undefeated, the entertainer, the superstar, the one and only Floyd Mayweather. What a performance, what an entertainer, what an athlete.
What's up, player?
First off, I gotta, thank God, because without God, all this wouldn't be possible. I know my boy's kind of hoarse. Tough fight, what else can I say? Tonight, we gave the fans what they wanted to see. Blood, sweat, and tears. That's what it's about. Matching the best with the best. Cotto, tough competitor. Very, very tough competitor. He won some rounds. He was tough. And I knew this guy wasn't going to lay down. But I had a tremendous training camp. I had guys that pushed me to the limit, and that's what it's about, pushing yourself to the limit. And the media, you guys were great. And all the different outlets that covered this fight, thank you. All the fans that flew out, and everyone that flew out, thank you. The fans, even that came to the gym every day and supported me, thank you. 16 years, what else can I say? 16 years. CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellaby, I'm gonna let him talk. Let some other people from my team talk and say what they got to say. My team has been unbelievable. What else can I say?
Love you.
I love you too.
Just like he said, we couldn't have done it without the fans. This is, Floyd for the fight that you guys hadn't seen him fighting quite some time where, because Cotto, he was bringing it. And we knew, we knew coming into the fight, that's why we brought in a bunch of young, talented guys for Floyd to work with. And as he said, they really, really pushed him. Preparation was the key in this victory tonight because, like I said, Floyd had to come out and he had to fight hard. Because, round after round, Miguel, you could see that look where he's saying, I'm not gonna give up. He kept on. I think it was the earlier rounds where, the fans were going really wild because Floyd got hit with a jab or two. Floyd come back to the corner and I say, a dog get a bone every now and then. But I have to take my hat off to Migul Cotto and his team. From the very onset, I've said all along that he's probably the most classiest guy in boxing, when it comes to fighters. It was, in order to make the deal, I'd like to give his advisor, Gabby, is he in here? A lot of credit. Working with Miguel and his team, it's been a great promotion. I'd like to give thanks to Richard Schaefer. What can I say? Another one down. Mayweather Promotions, Golden Boy Promotions, can't be stopped. I'd like to give a special thanks to my partner, Al. And the money team. You know, okay.
I want the fans and everybody that's in here just give a round of applause to yourself for coming out. You gotta give yourself a round of applause. We gave you guys what you wanted to see. You know, I wasn't the Floyd Mayweather that was backpedaling, which I could have just outboxed him and moved and made it a boring fight, but you guys, it's a recession. You guys spend your hard-earned dollars to come see me. So, I said, fuck it, let me give you guys what you want to see. You know, my best friend, he want to get up and say a few things. Come on up.
This is really exciting. I had the opportunity to be with Floyd the first night that he started training. We was actually in Orlando, and it was All-Star Weekend, and he decided that he just was going to start that night, so he went out and ran 6 miles that night. And I've never seen anything like that before in my life, where a person can randomly start training from, we were so far away from the actual gym. You know, before that it was like, we going to a strip club. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have a good time. It's All-Star Weekend, and then it just snapped into, you know, him preparing for this actual fight. And he showed a lot of focus, extreme discipline during this camp. So when they say hard work, and they see him say dedication, they understand that we're in sync. And everybody understands what it takes for him to be successful and to continue success. Moving forward, when you see new exciting things coming from Mayweather Promotions, you know, I like to say in advance, I mean, this is Leonard's thing. Like, you see him, his head went up when I said that. He said, don't be announcing nothing that I didn't tell you to announce, and I'm not gonna do that. So you people can wait. And when the time is right, you know, Leonard will let you know about those new things that are actually happening. But I'm excited. Yeah, but we're actually working on, we're on a company called SMS Audio. It's exciting to have an electronics company where we can actually create things that the SMS stands for Studio Master Sound, that has a sound quality and durability to the actual products that allow us to extend the passion for music that is obvious, you know, what I do. And Floyd actually has that passion that a lot of people don't know that he actually has. And Street King, the SK project, the touring, the music is taking me places that I didn't intend to actually go. And when I traveled to Africa, I saw something that was a bit more extreme than low-income housing in America. So I wanted to do something to contribute to famine, and Floyd has decided to support me on this actual project and invest in it. So the SK project, moving forward, they'll get a chance to see. We've partnered with the United Nations World Food Program, being one of the leading charitable organizations against famine and hunger. Having it be a reputable organization that would be sufficient to provide aid for Haiti during the earthquake or Japan during the tsunami was important for us to create a credibility to not just hip-hop culture, but pop culture in general. And you know, looking forward, you'll get a chance to see us give back and do different things. In America, we're utilizing Feeding America as the leading charitable organization against hunger domestically. And you know, just check us out. It's the Money Team.
Before I let the media ask questions, I want Leonard to kind of let you guys know what we have been doing, you know, for the American citizens. You know, a lot of times you guys, you know, see 24/7 and you just see the part where we, of course, trash talking and using profanity and being kind of wild, but at the end of the day, we're still professionals. you know, but it's entertainment. You must watch TV, you know. I don't want to be on TV and not giving you guys. I don't want to not have you guys glued to the TV. I want to keep everyone always glued to the TV. You know, Migul Cotto is kind of a quiet guy. You know, most opponents that I face, they don't really say too much. So I have to carry the promotions. I have to carry the promotion. But he fought his ass off tonight, and I commend him. And I take my hat off to him and his team. His ass was ready. I wasn't gonna fold under pressure though, no matter what. You know, I was built for this. I was born for this day. Leonard kind of let the people know what we've been doing for the American citizens. You know, a lot of times you guys just see Mayweather in the flashy cars and, you know, the jury and different things like that. But I do give back to public schools and, you know, 3 square meals to where, you know, kids, you know, is not able to eat at home every day. So, and some schools don't have computers, and it's just so many things that we have done to give back to the American citizens. And it's a thing that's called the Habitat for Humanity. It's called a Blitz Build, where you build a family house in 7 days. I think we spent like $150,000 for that. And we had a 5K run for that also. We gave $100,000 for that. So we're constantly giving back and feeding the American citizens, you know, and that's what it's about. It's not just about making a lot of money, it's also about giving back. You know, I'm blessed to be in this position, and I couldn't do it without the media, and I couldn't do it without the fans. So thank you guys.
Just to touch on what he was saying, philanthropy is very something dear and true to his heart. You're going to see quite a bit of things that come out now, you know, because in the past he kind of gets mad when I do this, but you know, I think it's important that people see the other side, because, you know, just watching 24/7, you know, and not having understanding that this is business and it's a promotion, people tend to kind of buy into that concept, and they forget that, you know, he's a human being, you know, and he's out there doing things that, you know, he doesn't like to, you know, take the credit for. But, you know, like I said, I'm gonna start making him take the credit for it. You know,
We've been doing this for years. I think we've been doing this for many, many years. We've been giving back, you know, but, you know, they don't want that on 24/7. That's not what they want. They want us being wild, but it's like I said before, it's TV and it's entertaining. At the end of the day, it's about entertaining you guys. You guys have been great. The media, the outlet for so many years, for keeping me relevant for 16 years in this sport. It's just amazing. And my team, the people that don't get the credit, and it's amazing that we're always breaking records. We're always doing record-breaking numbers. Richard Schaefer, you've done an unbelievable job with Golden Boy. I want to commend you. Carrie, HBO, my family. And like I said before, you guys got so many different outlets to where you guys help take me to that next level, and that's what it's about. You know, not just being an ordinary fighter, you know, just doing different things like going on Dancing with the Stars, doing WWE, to help take you and escalate you to that next level. And I gotta thank my team, because we done a record-breaking purse this fight. I think I made over 32 million tonight. That was my guarantee. But hopefully when it's all said and done, when numbers come in, we do like 60 or 70 million. So thank you. Thank you. Al, thank you. Richard Schaefer, thank you. The media, I know you guys got questions, so let's go.
Hey Floyd, congratulations.
My dude.
On Tuesday, you know, you talked about your health and how your health is important to you, and then tonight, you know, you were in the corner and you maybe could spin out and you stayed there and you traded with Cotto. Are you deciding that, you know, hey, you want to be kind of like the 21st century Arturo Gatti or something? What's going on there?
Well, every fight is not the same. Every fight is not the same. You don't approach every fight the same. But before I leave the sport, at least I can get the fans one toe-to-toe battle. At least just one. Because I could have stayed on the outside and just outboxed him all day. I was looking for the knockout. And he's tough as hell. He's tough. Where we at?
All right, congratulations on the win.
You from Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Telemundo.
You know, I've been here a lot of times.
Huh?
I've been here a lot of
Yeah,
times.
I know. Congratulations on the win. I want to ask you, it seemed like he caught you with a couple of good punches during the fight. Did he ever hurt you at all?
No, but he's a good puncher. That comes with the territory. I mean, Migul Cotto didn't just win 37 fights and got 30 KOs. You know, I'm the first fighter to fight Migul Cotto at a weight to where he's comfortable. When Migul Cotto faced Manny Pacquiao, he fought him at 145, a weight to where we know he was uncomfortable. And then when he fought Antonio Margarito, that was a guy that was cheating. So I said, you know, I don't want no excuses. This guy is younger. He's comfortable at 154, so let's make it happen. Actually, I came into the fight tonight wearing 147. So I was 4 pounds lighter than I was yesterday.
Floyd, 50 Cent told us about the night when your training camp started with a 6-mile run. Can you talk about your approach at the start of this training camp? Was it any different to previous camps?
I was just, you know, normally me, myself, I box all the way until Thursday, until the day of the weigh-in, because I want to stay sharp. But I was kind of sick and I was having hand problems. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take I still was training in the gym, but I was using my hands real light. I didn't get to box the last week like I wanted to. So, you know, things happen, but the main thing is we got the victory tonight, and that's the most important thing.
Floyd.
Dave Mayo, I know your voice.
Oh, you're right over here.
You've been doing me since 1987.
You can put it a different way, but yeah. I was curious, Floyd, you said earlier this week that that you didn't think it was very cool to be involved in wars and rumbles and the outcome that can come out of that. How do you feel about it now? You were a little 4 days later.
I think tonight was a cool fight. I think the fans was happy. You know, it's about you know, of course, self-preservation is the law of the land. I come first, I want to impress myself first, but it's also about impressing the fans and giving them what they want to see. You know, it's lights, camera, it's action. When it's light, camera, action, it's time to perform, and that's what I did tonight.
Floyd, what about the hands? Sorry, follow-up. What about the hands? When did that start? There were some rumors about it, I guess.
There really were no rumors. It's just that, you know, at our gym, we call it the doghouse, and some of the guys that's up here behind me, some of the guys that I work with in training camp, you know, Ishe Smith, you know, tough as nails. And we got a lot of champions that we're working with right now. And we got a lot of young champions that we're signing. We're ready to take them to that next level because, like I said before, my relationship with HBO is unbelievable. And if I want to get you on TV, you will be on TV. And hands, you know, comes with the territory. But when it's fight night, no excuses. No excuses. We go out there and do what we got to do.
Floyd, was there ever, what punches did you feel were the most successful in stopping him when he was coming forward? And then also, was there ever a point in the fight where you felt you were close to a knockout or hurt him enough to where you were close?
Sometimes I see him, it seemed like, in the fight, it seemed like he was breaking down, but then it seemed like he had come back strong. So I was like, damn, I knew he was in shape. But I was hitting him with tremendous shots. And a couple times I hit him to the body. I came back to the corner. Leonard said he was slowing down to the body. I said, you don't see what I see. I'm going to his body, but this guy is in shape. So if it's going to be a war, that's what we got to do tonight. The right hook and the uppercut was working tonight. And actually what I was doing, you know, I don't ever watch tapes of no fighter that I'm facing. So the other night I was at home, so I was just flicking through the TV. And I seen him fight, I seen the Shane Mosley fight. I caught the few rounds, and I seen Shane was using the right hook. So I said, you know what? You know, that's gonna be my money shot. Not the left hook, but the right hook. Because in today's time, you don't really see fighters throwing right hooks. So I said, that's the shot I'm gonna use. And then in the Zab Judah fight, I can remember Zab Judah hit him with an uppercut and kind of buckled him. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna also mix the uppercut in there. You know, in the later rounds, I want to mix the uppercut in with the right hook.
Floyd, normally after a fight you take a vacation. There's two parts to this question. One, given your situation, your legal situation, can you take that vacation, even though it might be a brief one? And two, you said last week that you plan to fight again this year. And given how tough a fight this was tonight, will you have enough recovery time physically with everything you've been through tonight to fight again this year?
You know, everybody know about my situation, June 1st. I mean, it's just an obstacle that's in my way. You know, only thing that I can do June 1st is when I go away, only thing I can do is make me stronger as a person and say to myself, you know, next time you're faced with that situation, approach it in a different way. You know, when it's all said and done, man can't judge me, only God can judge me. Hopefully, you know, this was a grueling fight tonight. Hopefully, you know, I go home and take some time off and see, you know, where we go from here. You know, normally I come up on this stand, I ain't got no bumps and no bruises, but tonight I got a few bumps, a few bruises, but it's part of the sport.
Hey, Floyd.
Where we at?
Right here, Floyd.
Okay.
You talked a little bit after the fight about Pacquiao. Could you expand on that a little bit?
Well, you know, I'm just really tired of the media and the people being fooled. You know, just like, you know, when you guys was watching Face Off with me and Cotto, and then I responded on the Pacquiao situation. You know what they do is they chop and paste interviews like they want to do it. See, the fans and the people don't understand this. They chop and they paste and they do interviews like they want to do it, and they only show what they want to show. The truth is, Bob Arum is not going to let the fight happen. It's not on me. You know, I went to Pacquiao and I offered him $40 million. I called him and talked to him direct. And I offered him $40 million. I told him I would wire him $20 million within 48 hours. He turned me down. He basically said 50-50, and I'm more like, how can you ask for 50-50 and you're not doing the same numbers that I'm doing? At first, if you go back and read the article, he said he'd do it for less. Then it was like, I don't want to take the random blood and the random urine. So it's just been a problem, you know, trying to make this fight. And the fans and the public is being fooled. It's Bob Arum is not going to let this fight happen. So once he's free from Bob Arum, will the fight happen? Absolutely. But as of right now, he's with Bob Arum, so the fight is not going to happen. Bob Arum is worried about making money. He don't really care too much about the fighter. You know, these fighters that signed to me, I care about the fighter making money because this sport is grueling. This sport is rough and tough. This is not an easy sport.
Can you also talk about making up with Larry Merchant?
Larry Merchant, you know, things happen, and me being a bigger man, I just apologized and said, you know, hopefully we can, you know, have a better relationship in the future. You know, I apologize for, you know, what I said, but sometimes anyone can get pushed to the limit. I feel like I got pushed to the limit. And the only thing I wanted was my just due. It wasn't a crime to say. All I wanted to say was the last time was I just want to thank my fans for buying pay-per-view. I want to thank my fans for coming out and supporting me. That's all I wanted to say. But he kept worrying about, you know, other things. You know, about the Ortiz fight, kept asking me the same questions over and over again. So I got kind of upset, yes.
Floyd, do you think that the nature of this fight can do anything to bring Pacquiao or Arum closer to you? I mean, just the fact that you did engage and maybe that's his type of style as well.
It's not my fault. The Pacquiao Mayweather fight is not going to happen. I'm trying. This fight is not going to happen. Y'all keep asking the same question over and over and over again. It's not my fault. Mayweather Promotions, I run my company. He has a boss. Pacquiao has a boss. I don't answer to nobody. He has to answer to somebody. Someone gives him a date to fight. No one gives me a date. I make up my own date. And Cinco de Mayo is my date. But hold on, a lot of people don't know the history of Cinco de Mayo. A lot of people just think it's just any holiday. It was when, you know, you got to know your history of when I'm fighting. I got to know the history of it. It's when the Mexicans defeated the French. The Mexicans defeated the French. So that's why it's such an important day. Definitely to my Hispanic fans, my Latin fans, you know, I love you guys, of course.
Hey, Floyd, back here.
Congratulations on
Dan Raphael, ESPN.
Thank you, Floyd. My question for you is, you talked a little bit, I think, with Dave's question about being, in a brawl, kind of a war for you tonight, a few bumps and bruises. And so when you're going through that, you say you want to give the fans the excitement. When it's happening, do you realize, because I was looking around, every single person in the arena was standing on their feet through, at the end of every round, through many of the rounds, cheering, especially in the 12th round, which you were really kind of teeing off on Cotto, standing toe-to-toe and fighting. Are you realizing that you're in an exciting fight and that the fans are being very pleased while it's happening?
I was just saying, this fight, I was just like, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna do too much moving, because I could really make the fight just a very, very easy fight and outpointed the guy and just boxed him and kept him on the outside if that's what I wanted to do. I was going for the knockout tonight. I was trying to break this guy down. And he was in tremendous shape. He dished some punishment out, and he took more punishment than he dished out, but he was tough.
One other question for you, Floyd. I hear what you're saying about the Pacquiao fight, so my question would be, since that fight is probably not going to happen at the end of this year if you come back and have another fight, who is out there for you to fight that?
There's really not nobody really out there for me to fight anymore. So I can't really say, where my career is going to go from here. I fought basically, it's nothing but the young pups, the young strong pups coming up, and they probably going to try to build a young guy.
Well, I was going to ask you about Canelo specifically, because that's the guy they seem to be grooming for you. You want to fight tonight against?
Canelo's a hell of a fighter. I watched him tonight. I had a chance to watch him fight Mosley. And, but I think Mosley competed good to be 40 years old. I think he competed good against a young guy to be 40 years old. And both guys went out there and was at their best tonight. Canelo came out on top. And he's making, he's a rock star in Mexico. The ultimate goal is to make him a rock star in America. But he's a tough fighter, good fighter.
Floyd, you threw, how you doing?
Al, what's going on?
You threw 687 punches tonight, which is quite a bit for you, more than you would normally throw. Was that...
Tell them the story about me and you, Al.
No.
Okay.
You're a big guy. The 687 punches, that's a lot for you. And was that primarily because of the pressure that he put on you, or did you plan to do more?
Our plan is always, the game plan is always to win. And win and be also impressive. And Cotto shocked me. He was slow, but he was awkward. He was tough. And anybody that's going in there against Cotto, you better be ready. You better be ready. And his record reflects why he's where he's at. And he deserved to fight. He deserved to fight me.
Floyd, over here.
You painted all them nice pictures of me for so many years.
Thank you very much. You did a superb performance tonight. Was there anything that you felt like you did more or less of, and how would you grade your performance in this bout, knowing that it was a very competitive fight?
I can't really grade. I don't really want to grade myself. The main thing is this. It's about winning, and that's what I did. I embrace pressure. I'm not going to fold under pressure. But sometimes you got to realize when you put in this certain situation, if Cotto loses, he can keep his head high. We're both winners tonight. He made a record-breaking purse. And the box office is also going to show record-breaking numbers. And that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to grade myself. I just want to keep, I was happy with the victory tonight. And I don't know where we're going to go from here, because we basically fought everybody in the sport. Copy boxing numbers showed that I landed on a more higher percentage than any fighter in boxing history. Highest gate in boxing history, hold the record for pay-per-view in boxing. But someday I want to see a young fighter break my record. That's what it's about, doing record-breaking numbers. There's a lot of exciting fighters out there, that's in the audience tonight. So many young, great champions out there, and I commend them. And I do want to see them break my record, yes.
Floyd, you've mentioned that you were going for the knockout in this fight. In the 12th round, it was the first time that I had seen, at least from my perspective, that Cotto's knees were really buckling, his facial expression changed, and you were consistently landing over and over. Did you think he was ready to go in that last round?
Experience. He got a lot of experience, like myself. You know, a huge amateur background, like myself, and he's been in more wars than I've been in, of course. So he knew how to handle certain situations. So he was a true champion. He wasn't gonna give up. But then when he hit me with some good shots, I told him no. I said that comes with the territory. I'm not going nowhere. Don't worry about that.
Floyd, if there's no one left for you, I mean, do you think you will return to boxing, or could this be it for you?
I don't know right now. You know, I really don't know. You know, I go back home, sit down with Al, you know, sit down with HBO, sit down with my staff, and see where we go from here. You know, I don't have to fight if I don't want to, but you know, and also, you know, I want to give thanks to my Uncle Jeff, you know, for being one of the best trainers in the sport of boxing. My Uncle Jeff Mayweather really don't get credit. And, you know, and of course, my Uncle Roger, got to take my hat off to him, Rafael Garcia, my team. I got to take my hat off to my team. You guys done a hell of a job. Jesse Vargas went out there tonight, and he was victorious. Lattimore, he tried his best, and they said say the best for last, and I think the last fight was a hell of a fight. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and hopefully we can do it again one day. Thank you.